so glad that you're here. I'm so glad that you have found your way on your mat today. If you have a strap and blocks, that would be great. If not, you can certainly do the whole class without it. We are going to do big toe postures, so you can either choose to hold your knee or maybe use a towel. And so if you want to grab a towel, go ahead and do that. We're going to start seated in a little meditation. So feel free to sit on something to elevate your hips. A blanket helps simply because the pelvis is a little bit higher and then is able to tuck downwards and the knees can open up. So if you'd like that, go ahead and do that. I'm going to go ahead and read to you from I Hear His Whisper, an Encountering God's Heart for You from today's April 19th entry. If you are seated, go ahead and close your eyes, place your hands onto your knees, or maybe flip the palms upward, thumb and index slowly touching. Think about where your low ribs are and then position them towards the back so that they are over your hips. Shoulders slide down your back, chin slightly tucked. Big inhale, exhale. Sink in to the seated meditation. Begin to breathe rhythmically, noticing just how the breath is showing up. Allowing the in-breath to be a little deeper. Allowing the out-breath to be a little bit longer. So perhaps you use a count to 3 or 4 on the in-breath, slowly filling up from the belly through the diaphragm up into the chest, expanding the collarbones, and then as you exhale from the chest, the diaphragm, and then the belly. Allow this breath to become rhythmic. A Song of Songs, 2:13. The budding vines of new life are now blooming everywhere. The fragrance of their flowers whisper, there is change in the air. Arise, my love, my beautiful companion, and run with me to the higher place. So as you know, the Songs of Songs is a picture of God and us as his beloved. So he's calling us to come run with him to a higher place. Eternity is now flooding into time. This season will be the most productive and powerful season you have ever witnessed. For I am hastening my word to bring it to pass. Long dormant promises will now spring to life as I bring you through most rapid of changes you have ever experienced. Wow. Seems pretty prevalent for us at this time. The changes that are upon you will demand that you trust me more. For in the stretching of faith, you will find me as never before. Leap for joy, for in the leap of faith, you will find my presence. Get ready for the kingdom of joy to come, even while dark shadows linger over your circumstances. Faith rejoices and subdues doubt and fear. Watch new miracles flow through the seasons of joy that I bring. Always be ready to share your living faith with those who are near. Speak forth your praises. Give your bold and courageous testimony. And watch me melt the hearts of men and women with my love. A great harvest is here, not someday, but now. This very day. Praise you, Lord. Thank you for your promises. Thank you, Lord, that you call us to higher places, that you have great plans to prosper us and not to harm us, plans to give us a hope and a future. Maybe your eyes are still closed or your gaze is just shifted downward. Go ahead and switch the cross of your legs, whichever way they were crossed. Bring your hands onto the knees, and then inhale, lift the shoulders up, and then roll them down your back as you exhale. Inhale, shoulders come up toward the ears, exaggerate this shrug, and then exhale, soften them down your back. Inhale, lift. Exhale, roll them down forward this time. Inhale, lift, and forward as you exhale. Come to steadiness here as we take that left ear down toward the left shoulder. Long stretch through the right side of the neck. You can take that hand and reach it across and maybe make some small circles through the arm. Circle both ways. Hand comes back onto the knee. Let's switch sides. Right ear drops down toward the right shoulder. You can take that left arm, reach it away, long stretch from the neck through the fingers, and then circle through one way and the other. Both hands on the knees. Let's make some circles through the neck, nice and easy. If it feels okay, dip back. If not, just go side, side, and center. One more both ways. Coming to center, let's take some torso circles, leaning over toward that left knee, towards the center, right knee, and then back. Use your hands to help you really get down. Pull the low ribs up and back, and circle alternating directions. Breathing in and breathing out one more time in both directions. And we'll come back to center. Inhale, reach the arms up. Bring the palms to touch if you can. Gaze up and drop the shoulders down. Keep pulling up through the fingertips. Feel the stretch through the shoulders and the back. We're going to take a twist and look over our right shoulder. Sit up really tall. Use your left hand on your right knee. Lift up, inhale. Exhale, twist. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Keep your left hand where it is. Pick up your right hand and then bring it towards your right ear. Pull that right elbow up as you dip your left shoulder down for a deeper twist. Feel the stretch through the back. One more full breath here. And we'll release. Inhale, arms come all the way up. Exhale, twist to the left, right hand, left knee, sit up tall, look over your left shoulder. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Inhale, lift. Exhale, twist. Keep your left hand where it is. Keep your right hand where it is. Pick up your left hand and then bring it to your ear. Pull that left elbow out. Dip the right shoulder down and then twist, looking towards the left armpit. One more full breath. And back to center. Inhale, arms go all the way up. Exhale, hands to knees. Let's take some cat-cows here. Lift the chest up, shoulders back, look up. Exhale, pull everything in, lean back. Inhale, chest lifts, chin lifts, shoulders pull back. Exhale, tuck it all in. 2 more. Last one. And we'll come down to all fours. Bring your hands down onto the mat, fingers wide open. You're turning your elbows back, shoulders back, imagining you're opening up jars with the palms until the index fingers turn toward the top of your mat. Press down through your fingertips. Knees are underneath the hips. We'll take that left foot back and we'll rock back and forth, stretching out the calf here. Tuck your right toes under, bring that left knee up towards your nose, and then press it back. Inhale, exhale, crunch. Inhale, exhale. Send that leg back and then point and flex the left toes, circle through the ankle. And that left knee drops down, right foot goes back. We're rocking forward and back. Shoulders are pulled back. Feel the low ribs pulling up. Pick up that right foot, knee to nose as you exhale. Inhale, press like you're kicking that wall behind you. Exhale, bring it in. Inhale, exhale. Press it back as you inhale and then circle through the ankle. Point and flex the toes. We'll bring that knee down. So we're taking the hands slightly ahead of the shoulders. And then we're going to tuck our toes under if they're not already. Pick up the hips, pick up the knees, find down dog. Pedaling here. Press through the index and thumb, rolling away from the outer edge of the wrists. Think about your thighs rolling internally as your heels roll out externally. Knees can certainly be bent here. Let the head fall between the biceps. Let's come high on our toes. Inhale, bend the knees, chest to thigh, bear pose. Take your feet wider and then walk up to the top of your mat. Inhale, find that flat back, shoulders back, crown of the head forward as the chin is pointing toward the mat. Exhale, bend your knees, let it go. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, let it go. One more. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, let it go. Walk your feet out a little bit more. We're going to take our right hand on the mat. You can put it on a block if you like. Bend your right knee and then roll that left shoulder back. Maybe extend the left arm up. Maybe find your right hip crease. One more breath. Looking down, we'll switch. Left hand comes down, left knee bends, right hand on hip. Or maybe roll that right shoulder, extend the right arm, or wrap it. And we'll release, heel toe the feet closer together. Inhale to a flat back. Exhale, fold. Let's come all the way up. Press through the feet, soft toes, big inhale, lift. Exhale, hands behind your back, interlace your fingers, lift the heart up, look up, bend your knees, forward fold. Drop your right shoulder towards your right knee, roll the left shoulder. If this does not feel like you're stable, open your feet out wider. Arms are pulling up and away, big stretch for the shoulders. Let's switch. Left shoulder drops toward left knee, right shoulder rolls, arms reach up, and we'll release. Flat back, inhale, exhale, fold, inhale, rise, fingers interlace, press away the palms, take a little stretch to the right, press more through your right palm and left foot. Inhale, center, over to the left, press through the left hand and right foot. Inhale, center, exhale, arms by your sides. Let's take a sun salutation. Inhale, arms reach up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold, step your legs back. We can start off in a strong plank, pressing the chest forward, shoulders back, or you drop to the knees. Either way, your chest is still forward, shoulders are back. Bend the elbows lower down. Untuck the toes, lift the kneecaps, pull the belly in, tucking the tailbone. Inhale, here's your cobra. Exhale, lower down. Tuck the toes, inhale, lift up onto all fours or in a strong plank, and then exhale, shift the hips back, down dog. We'll take a couple breaths here. And then we'll take that right leg up and press through the heel like you are actively standing on the right leg and the left leg. You can bend your left knee or pick up your left heel if you like. Knee to nose. Pull in as you exhale. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, step it through. Walk that right foot out a little bit, and then we'll rock forward and back through the legs here. So we're getting a long stretch through our left hip flexor and a long stretch through our right hamstrings. Hands on blocks works really good here. Brings the floor closer to you, and then you are able to go a little bit deeper. We'll go ahead and drop that back heel. Keep the right knee bent. Let's walk back toward that left foot. So options here are to keep this right knee bent and straighten the left leg, lunge here high, or we're going to lunge a little bit lower. And then we'll straighten the right leg and bend the left leg. You can stay high or you can come down lower. Hands back to the mat. Let's crawl back to the front. We're stepping the left foot up to meet the right. Sitting back onto our heels, and we'll sweep the arms up, finding fierce pose. Low ribs pull back over hips. We can look up or we can look forward. Palms can be facing each other or they can be touching. Inhale here, exhale, forward fold, straightening the legs. Shake it out, breathe it out. Hands to the mat. We're going to either step back into down dog or we'll take a vinyasa. I'll take a vinyasa this time. I'll meet you back in down dog, whichever way that you decide to get there. Two more breaths in down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, bend the knee, bring it to your nose. Inhale, press it back. Exhale, step it through, and then pivot and turn. Oh, we're gonna rock first. Let's rock forward and back here. Right hip flexor, left hamstrings, rocking forward and back. Now we'll bend the left knee and pivot and turn the right foot. Let's crawl toward the center. And this time we're going to turn both toes so they're pointing the same way along the long side of your mat. You can put your hands on your hips here and just rock side to side. Or you can come down a little bit lower, maybe hands on thighs or hands on calves, maybe hands on toes. As you drop the chin toward the chest, pull the head back toward the hips, bending through the elbows. Two more breaths, whether you're here or whether you're just rocking side to side. We'll bring our hands to our hips, inhale to a flat back, and then turn the left toes. Hands to the mat. We'll step the right foot up to meet the left, shake it out. Let's open the feet a little bit wider this time. Coming down into our Malasana squat. Sit back, hands to heart, shoulders over hips. Feel free to angle the toes or maybe place a blanket underneath your heels so you have something to press into. Lifting up, breathing here. One more breath. Hands to the mat. So if you'd like to take another vinyasa, go ahead. I'm just going to step back into down dog this time. Left foot, right foot, back to down dog. 2 breaths. All right, my friends, we're gonna bend the knees, and this time we're walking our hands back to our feet. Walk the feet out so they're underneath your hips. And then we'll take our peace fingers and put them underneath the big toes. So some of us might need to bend our knees a lot to get our thumbs to be encompassed by these peace fingers. Your thumbs cap off the big toes. And then you'll start to lift, opening up the elbows, dropping the head down. Hips go high as the head drops down. Knees will stay bent as long as you need them to. Use the strength of your arms to pull on the toes. Take the shoulders back. And then we'll lengthen halfway. Hands come back to the mat as we walk back into down dog. We're going to hold our breath here for 5 breaths. If you prefer, knees drop, open, and then relax into a child's pose, forehead to the mat. You can rock side to side through the hips or through the forehead, or you're holding your down dog. We have 2 more breaths here, whichever option you've chosen. And making our way back to down dog if we're not already there. Tuck the toes, lift the knees, hips go high, down dog. Let's inhale, take that right leg up. Bend the knee, bring it toward the chest. Knee to nose as we round the upper back. Inhale, right leg goes back. Exhale, knee to nose. Step the right foot through and then pivot and turn that back foot. Let's come up into a warrior bee. Swing that left arm back, right arm forward. Fingers reach away, shoulders soften. Back foot is pressing down. You're lightening up on the inner arch of that back foot, and you're tracking that right knee toward the right pinky toes. Flip your right palm. Here we go. We're reversing our warrior. Right arm reaches up and then back. So we feel a long stretch through that right side. Right leg is straightening as we turn this into a reverse triangle. Lean forward, right arm reaches, cross, and then we'll drop it down into a triangle pose. Left hip pulls back. Maybe the heel walks back a little bit more as the toes point forward. You can take your left arm up. If you want to feel more, you'll reach it across. If you want more than that, both arms reach forward. Let's come on up with 2 straight legs. Turn our toes. 5 pointed star here. Forward fold back into that Prasarita. So remember your options. You can make this very easy. If you grab your elbows and bend your knees, just let your head hang. Maybe you rock side to side, hands on hips. Or you try another variation of Prasarita. So last time we were grabbing our feet. This time we're going to put our hands underneath our hips. Walk the feet out more. Tuck the chin to chest. And then use the strength of our arms to pull the head down. Elbows are bent at 90 degrees like boxes. And you're rolling to the outer edge of the feet so that you can engage the quads and the hamstrings. Let's come to a flat back. Inhale here. Exhale, we're walking toward the front. Take a vinyasa or step back. Down dog. All right, we should all be in down dog now. Inhale, left leg, take it up. Exhale, knee to nose, pull it in. Inhale, left leg goes up. Exhale, knee towards the nose, step it through. Pivot and turn that back foot. Use your right arm, windmill it back. Left arm forward. Arms reach equally away as we roll to the outer edge of the right foot and roll that left knee toward the left pinky toes. Let's reverse our warrior. Flip your left palm Inhale, take it up and back, long stretch through that left side. Straighten your left leg, turn this into a reverse triangle. Hips move forward as we start to lean toward the left side. Drop that left arm, press through that right heel, roll the right shoulder. Maybe your right arm goes up, maybe across, maybe we're working into obliques with both hands reaching forward. Inhale, come up, 5-pointed star. Turn the toes so they're facing the same way. And then we'll forward fold. Remember your options here. Bend your knees, rock side to side. Maybe another variation of Prasarita. This time we're going to take our hands behind our back if you're with me. And interlace the fingers as you pull the shoulders up. Work toward the outer edge of your feet. And keep tucking your chin toward your chest. One more breath, whichever variation you're doing. Release, hands to hips. Inhale, flat back. Exhale here. Inhale, come all the way up. Turn your left toes. Take a vinyasa or step back, down dog. Maybe you'll follow me and take a child's pose as you press back onto your heels. Sink the hips down. If your arms are tired, take them alongside of you, palms facing up. Bring your forehead to make a connection with the mat. Breathe. So we have 3 more breaths, whether you are holding down dog or child's pose. If you are in child's pose, come on up to all fours, tuck your toes, and then send your hips up. Here we go. Inhale, right leg goes up. Exhale, step it through. Drop that back knee. Inhale, arms go up. We're lifting our left knee up, finding this high crescent. Drop that back heel. Left hand grabs right wrist. Straighten your right leg. Find that sky archer. It's just another variation of reverse triangle. 2 straight legs with your left hand pulling on your right wrist. We'll reach forward back into our triangle. And notice if it feels any easier now that we're doing it a couple of times. Take that left arm up. And then choose any variation you like with that left arm. Let's look forward, bend our right knee. Hands come around the foot, or we're just going to pick up that back heel and step the foot up to meet the front foot. Shake it out for a couple breaths. If you have a strap, you're going to grab it, or a towel. Otherwise, inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart. So big toe posture, Utthita Hasta. We're going to start engaging through the left foot, through the pad and the heel, hamstrings and quads engaged. Toes are soft, and then we'll pick up our right foot, bringing our hands, one or both, around the front knee. So you can stay here. If you can catch the foot with your peace fingers or with a strap or a towel, that's great. Otherwise, just keep your hands on your knee. If you're starting to straighten, I prefer you keep the knee bent a little bit and work on lengthening the torso than on straightening the leg and being all crunched here. So it's a long torso as we push through that left foot. We're going to open to the right, whether you have the knee or the toe or the strap. Push through the heel of that lifted foot and then pull on the toe. Back to center, release the strap or the toe. If you have the knee, release it, lean in. Keep lifting through the foot. One more breath. Bend the knee and release. Ooh, shake it out. And you might have gotten some pins and needles in that standing leg. Sometimes I do. A lot goes into that, so it could be because we're not stretched out. It could be from what we ate or didn't eat. All right, so if you'd like a vinyasa, you'll take it here. Otherwise, you'll meet me in down dog. This time I'm going to take a vinyasa. Inhale, lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. And lower. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. 2 more breaths. If you were taking a little break, come on up and down dog and meet me there. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, lift. Exhale, step it through and then drop your right knee. Sweep the arms up into a low crescent. Inhale here. Exhale, just pick up that right knee. Lengthen through the back hamstrings, lifting up the hamstrings. Drop that back heel, right hand, left wrist. Straighten your left leg and come into that sky archer. Really pulling on the left wrist, feeling the stretch on the left side. Adjust your feet as you need to, and then release that left hand, reach it, tick-tocking over to that left side. Hips move forward as the shoulders pull back. And then take your variation with your right arm. Maybe reach it across. We're going to step up, so either place your hands in front, surrounding that left foot with the knee bent, or simply step the right foot up to meet the left. Take a few breaths, grab your elbows, maybe rock side to side. And then inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, hands to heart, and then down by your sides. Let's try that big toe posture on the other side. Left hand to hip. Start to engage through your right foot. Soften the right toes, and then pick up that left foot. Maybe the hand comes on the knee. Maybe both hands. You can use a towel or a strap around your left foot, or maybe those peace fingers around the big toe again. Start to straighten the leg a little bit, but work on lengthening through the torso and pushing through your right foot. If you fall out, try it again, no worries. Push through the right foot, lengthen through the torso, and then straighten the leg a little or a lot. You want to be pulling on the toe as the heel pushes, and then open to the left. Back to center. If you're holding on to the knee, that's great. Let go of whatever you're holding on to, towel, knee, foot. Lean in, engage through the core. Press through the heel or point through the toes. Bend the left knee and release. Shake it out. Let's take a big inhale, reach up. Exhale and fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, sit it out. And then lay down onto your back. So we're going to do that big toe posture again, but laying down, just so we can feel the rotation of the hips and we can feel the stretch of the inner thigh without having to worry about balance. So if you've got your towel or your strap, great. If not, maybe you're grabbing your big toe again. Maybe you're just going to hold on to your calf. Lay all the way down. You can extend this left leg or bend it, depending on how your low back feels. And then we'll take that right leg up. So either the strap is around the foot or the towel. Maybe you're just holding the calf. Maybe you can get those peace fingers around your big toe. I want you to press through this left foot if it's extended, like you're standing on the left foot, and you're going to work on keeping this hip down because it's going to want to come up to help you, okay? So reaching through the heel here, feeling the hamstrings as you're pulling either with the toe or with the towel or strap, and then we'll open up to the right. You can look left. You're not going to open so far that this left hip's going to come up. So for some of us, it might not be very much. Just keep pressing through this left foot, whether the knee is bent or extended, and then push through the right heel. You should be feeling the stretch on the right inner thigh. Come back to center, bend the knee, and then release. A little different when we don't have to balance, huh? So you can keep this foot on the floor with the knee bent, or you can extend it. If you're extending, I want you to imagine you're standing on the right leg. The right hand comes to hip to hold it. And then we're going to take our left big toe, or we're going to take the strap around the foot or the towel, and we're pushing through the heel of both feet. So imagine you're standing on both feet. You should be feeling the hamstrings pretty good here. If it hurts or it doesn't feel good, always put a generous bend in the knee. Otherwise, just a micro bend is good so the knee is not locked. Here we go, opening to the left, nice and slow. Keep this right hip down by using the strength of your arm and your hand. Keep pressing through the right foot and the left foot. And then we'll bring that left foot up to center and release the strap or the toe. Take the feet wide, and then we'll just rock side to side here. So there's many ways to do the same posture, right? We're still getting a hamstring stretch, whether we were folded forward, grabbing our toes, whether we were standing and balancing, whether we were laying down. So if you know that this is a pose that you need to work on, you can use any one of those options to build up that flexibility and the strength. Let's take our arms forward and let's come all the way up using our core. Nice. We'll take our legs over to the right as we twist to the left. So we can just stay seated here, or we can start to roll down, bringing our hands down or our forearms down. Just know the lower you go, the more you're going to feel this twist. And this right hip's going to want to peel open. So you want to keep pressing the right hip down as you twist to the left. Soften your shoulders, soften your face. Breathe into the space. You never want pain in any of these movements. Sensations, yes, you will feel sensations as the fascia and the muscles lengthen, but you never want to feel pain. Very slowly coming up out of this twist. And we'll just take a little bit of a counter, looking over our right shoulder. Back to center. Let's place both feet on the mat. We'll take a reverse tabletop just in between. So press through your feet, press through your hands, lift the hips up, drop the head back, really push through the feet and through the hands. Hips come down, and then take your knees over to the left. We're twisting to the right, so crawl your hands back. You can stay up high here, or you can start to come down, maybe on the forearms. Keep pressing through your left hip, soften the shoulders, soften the face. Deep breaths. One more deep breath. And then make your way up very slowly twist in the other direction for a counter. And we'll come down onto our backs. We'll do a bridge here. Arms can be alongside of you, or they can interlace underneath you. If you're interlacing, tuck your shoulders, press the hands down as you lift the hips up. Push through the feet and energetically engage through the inner thighs. The knees are not going to touch, but they're engaged and working. If you're not sure how that feels, put something between your knees and squeeze into it. Lifting up, one more full breath, and then release. So there should not be any pressure on your neck. The neck naturally has a curve, and we want to always keep that curve there. We'll do that one more time. So any variation you like of your arms. If you prefer just to have a stagnant bridge, you can just place a blanket or a block under your sacrum and hang out here. Otherwise, pushing through hands or interlacing through fingers, press through the feet, engage the inner thighs, chin to chest, all the pressures on the shoulders, nothing on the neck. Breathing here. And then slowly releasing down through the hips. Release the back, draw the knees in, allow the belly to come down toward the spine. Gentle rock side to side. We'll take our legs up toward the ceiling, point and flex the toes. Circle through the ankles both ways. Maybe circle through the hips both ways. So the supported shoulder stand with the hands on your thighs or knees bent. Maybe that strap around your feet is a really nice position to be in, especially towards the end of the day or at the end of your practice. We're giving our calves a little break. Blood is coming down from the feet and relaxing the body. So this is a nice way to come into relaxation. If you like this pose and it feels really good on your body, feel free to come up against the wall and just hang out there for 5-10 minutes, right? It's a really nice way to end your practice. Just coming back into a normal and natural breath. Softening everything up as we prepare for Shavasana. If there's anything else that you like here, maybe a spinal twist, maybe a happy baby, you can take that. You can hang out in your shoulder stand for a little bit longer, or you can start to make your way into a final rest, Shavasana. It's the end of our practice. And then we come out of Shavasana in a child's pose, in a fetal position. This is a symbol of rebirth as we embrace the possibilities and mercies of each new day. But don't get too ahead of yourself. When you're done moving, getting out all the wiggles, or doing any other posture that I may not have offered you, go ahead and find a space for Shavasana. Any way that feels comfortable with or without props. Laying comfortably in a position that you can hold for a few minutes. So I really recommend you hang out here for a good 10 minutes, just allowing the body to settle down, allowing the body to create some muscle memory, allowing the mind to kind of receive the benefits of the movement and the breath that you just did. Sinking into your mat, allowing every bone to get heavy. The head sinks in, the eyes sink in and soften, the tongue sinks down to the bottom jaw as the teeth unclench. Shoulders heavy left to right, fully pressing into the mat. Arms on either side. Palms facing up to receive all of the benefits that your practice has for you. And feeling your knuckles weighted down into the mat, fingers uncurled. Hips left to right, heavy and sinking into the mat. Legs rooted deeply into the mat. Feet soft and unfurled. Big inhale, open mouth, exhale. There's nothing else left to do, my friends, just an opportunity to be. Be just as you are, fearfully and wonderfully made. For a purpose that God has for you. It is always my great honor to share my practice with you. I hope that each of you shines so very brightly that the whole world knows that something is different about you. I bow to you, my friends. Namaste. Go in peace and enjoy